Hey, it's not that often that I ask for your help, but I really appreciate the outcry against YouTube's censorship of my channel called The Health Ranger. And today I'm asking you to join us in a massive tweet storm to tweet the YouTube accounts at Twitter, which we'll list on the screen here, and tell them that you want them to restore the Health Ranger channel and give them a reason. Tell them what you like about the Health Ranger channel. And maybe it's the natural health articles, maybe it's the culture commentary, maybe it's the preparedness information or the science and medicine news, maybe it's just videos about the donkeys and chickens on my ranch. Whatever it is, tell them why you love the Health Ranger channel and demand that they restore it. Because I'll tell you what, YouTube censored my channel for political reasons. They went from 0 strikes over 10 years to 2 strikes right away, and then they went to just completely terminated. It was like a 2 strikes and you're out policy. And people are outraged everywhere, and for good reason, because they know that my channel on YouTube carries my podcasts and videos and demonstrations and science article, sort of bullet point versions of science articles and things like that. And they know that I never call for violence against people. They know that I never go out and do something illegal or call for terrorism or anything like that. I don't teach people how to use explosives, but I do have social commentary, and I said that there are only 2 genders because I happen to be a scientist, and I know that chromosomes are XX and XY, and that's it. There are only 2 genders, and I was told that's why I was banned. But something else interesting happened in the last week. I was told by a different person that there was a different reason I was banned. And they said it was because of my video called The Science Agenda to Exterminate Blacks, that somehow got forwarded to people in high places, let's say, and they said that just nailed it, that it hit too close to home, and they had to terminate the channel and get rid of that video. The Science Agenda to Exterminate Blacks, which, by the way, that video is a 1-hour lecture, and it cites the New York Times, it cites former President Richard Nixon's science advisor, talking about how they wanted to put sterilization chemicals into the food in the 1970s so that they could depopulate third world countries that the U.S. was exporting to. Again, the video was 100% fact-based science, but it's just the kind of stuff that the deep state doesn't want you to hear, even though it's all true. And it's all tied back to Nixon and his science advisor, and it talks about the food industry and the medical industry and the vaccine industry. And it talks about this ongoing effort to literally commit sort of a slow genocide against black people. And apparently that was just too much. That's what I'm being told now. So I don't know if it was the only 2 genders video or if it was the Science Agenda to Exterminate Blacks video. By the way, I've received tons of positive response from the African American community on that video. They're like, "You're the only white guy to stand up and say this, by the way." And so I was like, well, whatever. I mean, we're all humans. We're all brothers and sisters here. I don't like to separate people by skin color. That's stupid. I'm here to just save lives and help inform people. But that's why YouTube banned me. So we need your help. Tweet YouTube. Tweet them with the hashtag #RestoreTheHealthRanger. That's the hashtag, #RestoreTheHealthRanger. And tweet all the accounts on Twitter that YouTube runs that you see on your screen right now. Join us. We're going to have thousands of people tweeting today in support of the Health Ranger video channel. Also give you another update. I had a legal team contact YouTube and demand to know why they censored my channel. And as you know, YouTube has been using the Southern Poverty Law Center, which is a radical left-wing hate group, to censor videos. They have censored gun videos. And I probably did have maybe 2 one was a gun satire video from the year 2012, I believe, that was on there. And it was just like, here's a rifle, and it was me waving a magic wand over the rifle and saying, because they say guns kill people, So I had a magic wand and I said, shoot, and the gun wouldn't shoot. That was my video. It was a satire video. And maybe they banned it because of that. I don't know. But the point is, they are selectively targeting speech they don't like for political reasons. It's very obvious at this point. And if this is what people are telling me. They're so outraged at YouTube for doing this because they realize if YouTube could take down the Health Ranger, YouTube could shut down anyone. Because, the Health Ranger channel is this interesting mix of, health and nutrition and smoothies and home gardening and food production. I've got all my videos on there about inventing the food rise and grow system that we donated to over 100 schools across America. It's like nutrition, medical science. I've got videos about wildflowers and harvesting wild grapes in Texas. And I've got a lot of podcasts that are cultural and political commentary, things like that. But it's this interesting mix that is kind of America. This combination of things. And I think that YouTube has made a huge mistake. They've discredited themselves in censoring the Health Ranger, because this has alerted everybody to know that, hey, YouTube is really, truly evil at this point. They get it now. Google is evil. Facebook is evil. YouTube is evil. They know that because they're seeing the Health Ranger being censored. And it's driving people nuts. They're outraged by it. They're like, what? I even heard someone sent me an email. It was like, they could understand Alex Jones being censored, but not the Health Ranger, which I thought was funny because actually, I was a fill-in host on the Alex Jones show, and I think that Alex Jones should have free speech too. And he happens to be right about the gay frogs, by the way. That's an atrazine chemical hormone disruptor. We're going to be doing an article on that. The science is clear that atrazine herbicide disrupts hormones and turns male amphibians into a female gender expression. That's just straight science. It's in the medical literature. So Alex Jones is totally correct about that point, but they make fun of him and they try to get him banned. And CNN is like, ban InfoWars. But it's actually the Health Ranger that got banned, not InfoWars. Alex still has his channel, thank goodness. But we should all have our channels, as long as we're not out there telling people to kill people or, recruiting terrorists for ISIS or whatever. I understand there have to be some limits. You can't say go blow up government buildings like Antifa does, by the way. So, even I'm launching a video website, real.video, and we'll have limits there too. Like you can't do criminal things. You can't post pornography. You can't post like child abuse and animal abuse and crazy stuff like that. So I understand those basic limits, but that's not what YouTube is enforcing. They're selectively targeting and terminating accounts because they don't like the politics of your speech, or they don't like you questioning the LGBT community or questioning the gender surgery of children, for example, which I've called child abuse, medical child abuse. And they don't care about the fact that I'm not opposed to gay people or people being gay. I'm a social libertarian. You want to be gay or marry a gay person, live with a gay person, that's your deal. That's freedom for you. That's totally up to you. It's not my job to tell you how to live your private life. But when they say, oh, there's 752 genders, and I'm like, no, wait a second. There's something called chromosomes. This is science. This is genetics. And then they ban me for that, potentially. That's wrong. That's extreme censorship. And YouTube is proving how evil they are. So I'm asking you today to join me in the tweet storm. The hashtag is RestoreTheHealthRanger. Tweet that out to all of the YouTube Twitter channels that appear on your screen right now. Join us in hammering YouTube with the fact that they made a huge mistake in censoring the Health Ranger. The other mistake they made in censoring my channel is that I'm probably one of the few people in America who could actually literally build and launch a YouTube competitor that could one day even be bigger than YouTube. And it is launching this summer, and it's called Real.video. I can assure you that they picked on the wrong person. After they banned me, they started banning all the gun videos. They took down gun channels, including gun safety and gun demonstrations and gun assembly and disassembly. There's a channel I used to watch all the time called the Military Arms Channel, MAC. They took it down. That really sucked because I'd love to watch his reviews of guns, and the guy is a former military guy, and he would get new firearms and he would test them and give you feedback on what sucks about those guns or what's good about those guns. And they took it down. So I'm like, hey, MAC, come over to Real.video because we'll give you a platform to talk about, important information about firearms, which are legal to purchase and own in America, and help us defend our homes and defend our communities and maybe defend our nation one day. So YouTube is becoming, sadly, an echo chamber of really what you got to call like liberal idiocy, where nothing is allowed to be said if it questions the narratives of liberals. if you say there's only two genders, oh, all of a sudden you're a bully, you're a hater, you're engaged in hate speech. Really?
Exactly, that's a fact, because it's in the liberal bubble.
Okay, what about this? There are only two genders because gender is binary.
Ha, that's hate speech, because it's outside the liberal bubble.
This is fun.
In fact, YouTube trying to ban all these conservative channels and libertarian channels, it's clear to me that YouTube and Google are trying to steal the election. They're trying to steal the 2018 midterm elections, and they may pull it off. I mean, you talk about a felony to commit fraud against the United States of America, which is what Mueller has charged the Russians with. Google and YouTube are doing that every day. Facebook is doing that every day. You talk about interference with the elections, that's what YouTube is doing by censoring all pro-Trump voices or conservative voices. They are interfering with the elections. YouTube is committing massive censorship fraud. And it's not only time to regulate YouTube and regulate Google, it's time to stand up and demand our channels back. So I don't know if they're going to give me my channel back. I have no idea. But you can help put some pressure on them, or at least verbalize your discontent with their fraudulent decision. Go ahead, tweet them. Tweet some of the accounts you see on your screen here. Join the tweet storm against YouTube and demand that they restore the Health Ranger account. Use that hashtag, Restore the Health Ranger. And we'll see what happens. Either way, you know what? Ultimately, we win. If they do restore the Health Ranger account, then I've got a platform for free speech. But YouTube should at least be a place where you can learn about natural health and medicine and food and free-range chickens and all these other things, the videos that I also post. And I would continue to post those on YouTube. So if they restore the channel, we win. If they don't restore the channel, we also win, because it confirms in the minds of all the internet users, it confirms that YouTube has become an authoritarian censorship regime, that the Orwellian Ministry of Truth is here. It's alive and well inside Google and YouTube. It confirms it, and it will only accelerate people leaving YouTube as a platform and going to something else, such as the platform I'm launching, Real.video. So, either way we win. If YouTube censors me, it just makes it more powerful over at Real.video. People understand why they have to stop using YouTube and why they have to stop using Facebook and Google. It becomes obvious to them. So we win either way. All that's required is your participation, and I want to thank you for your help. You've been amazing in standing up for me. And I also want you to know that, being censored by YouTube, it doesn't bring me down, doesn't get me down. I've known that was coming for a long time, which is why I already posted all my videos on Vimeo under a Health Ranger account. Just go to vimeo.com/healthranger and you can view all the videos that YouTube banned. And all those videos, of course, are going to be moved over to Real.video soon as well, because I don't know, maybe Vimeo is going to ban my videos one day. I don't know. That's their network. I guess they could do it if they really wanted to. It would seem stupid since we're paying them for our account, but maybe they will. I don't know. I just know that YouTube has made a huge mistake, and they've offended so many people, millions of people. The followers and fans of my channel, The Health Ranger and Natural News, it's a huge number. And people understand that I'm authentic and that I speak my mind. I don't censor myself to try to appease anyone. And most people don't agree with everything I say, which is fine and should be expected in any intelligent society. But they at least understand that it's not scripted and it's not the globalists talking through me. I'm not a puppet for the deep state or the Rockefellers or anybody like that. It's like, when you listen to the Health Ranger, you get like 100% pure Health Ranger. That's it. Unadulterated, non-homogenized, non-pasteurized Health Ranger. That's what you get right here. People understand that, and it's refreshing, frankly, to a lot of people. In this day and age when, everybody on the news is just this talking puppet, this moron on TV that can't even dare ask any questions, that are intelligent. CNN, fake news, MSNBC, it's refreshing for people to have someone who speaks their mind and is intelligent and informed and dares to ask some questions that might be unpopular. Because if we don't protect the free speech of unpopular ideas, then we don't really believe in free speech at all, do we? So that's what this is all about. This is an experiment. You can join in this experiment by tweeting the YouTube accounts you see on your screen. Take part in this tweet storm. This is all a grand experiment. We're going to try this and see what happens. See what YouTube says. I guarantee you, YouTube can't find a video clip of me doing anything that would be espousing violence or recruiting terrorists or teaching people how to build bombs or anything like that. It doesn't exist. They had to come up with some totally fake, fabricated, fraudulent reason to ban my account. So at least let's hold their feet to the fire and make them come up with a reason, which so far they have totally refused to do. But ultimately, YouTube is obsolete because it's not a free speech platform. It's not a platform where you can expect to hear both sides of any debate on any topic whatsoever, from climate change to guns to public education or medicine, medicinal herbs, all those things. YouTube is a controlled censorship ministry of truth. That's clear to everyone. They've already lost their reputation. It's gone. They can't get it back. And with your help, we can build an alternative platform that rises up and one day can even challenge YouTube and maybe become as big or possibly, I would say, more important and more influential than YouTube. We won't have as many videos because we're not going to have all the stupid clickbait stuff that YouTube has and all the celebrity videos and all that garbage. But our videos will be more influential, more intelligent, and more important to a free society. And that's what Real.Video stands for. And I'm building it because YouTube censored my channel. Well, a few other reasons, but I should say YouTube censoring my channel really motivated me to accelerate this project. So in the history of online freedom of speech, the day that YouTube banned the Health Ranger channel was the day that I doubled down my efforts to launch an alternative to YouTube. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. I appreciate your support, as usual, and I promise you, that I will continue to bring you free speech right here from naturalnews.com. Thank you for watching. Join our tweet storm. We'll see what happens. Take care. Thank you for watching. If you want to support our mission, visit us at healthrangerstore.com for the world's largest selection of lab-verified superfood and nutritional products for healthy living. It's at healthrangerstore.com.